Hi, this is Tinker speaking, and this is gonna be the third video of a series on how to create Google Forms. In the first two videos, we basically went through the prerequisite and we actually created a form here in this sense that we have seen the different kind of questions that are available. Now, up to this point, you still don't really know how the form looks like. I mean, sometimes we just click here away from a question to know how it looks like, but we haven't tried it yet. This is what we're gonna do in this video. In this video, I'm gonna show you basically how the forms looks like, how to play a little bit with the answer and make sure that the forms is working exactly like you want it to work, how to extract the link for this form because you need to send it to people who need to fill in the form, and how to extract the answers. We're gonna look quickly at those points for you to know how it works in a general way, so that with the first three videos you can already create your own forms. Of course, other more specialized videos are gonna be recorded on this, where we're gonna like go deeper in specific topics, which I'm not gonna mention here. I don't want you to spoil the fun. I don't want to spoil the fun for you. I meant. Good. So how does the form actually looks like? Let's put some title. We're gonna put some title. It doesn't matter. You just need to click over here on this eye here. This is preview. So now you can actually have informations about how the form look like. We can close this, don't need it. Okay, so this is how it looks like. This was the first question, what is 1 plus 1, and then you can choose your answer. Maybe it's 2, mathematical answer, or maybe 3, 1 plus 1 equals 3. We know where that happens. Maybe 0 for whatever reason. The second question, here you can actually see, for the second question, we maybe wrote some options, but we didn't write the actual question. We didn't have any question here. So when you see that, you can go back and change it. You can go back and say, okay, here I didn't write the question. Question 2, for example, okay? And then we click on the eye again and see how it looks like. What is 1 plus 1? This is question 2 with different options. So this is multiple choice. It's actually, I mean, multiple choice in the sense that you have multiple answers, but you choose just one of those. And the difference with this one is that you can check more multiple options, okay, multiple answers. Okay, now in this one, what was it? This was the drop down one, with the different options, for example, the different field of studies. This was a drop down one. This was the one to upload a file, and then you can go in your documents, drag a file here and upload it. So it works as it's supposed to work. This was the one with the linear options. Very good to the right, very bad here, maybe in the middle we want to say. This was the multiple choice grid. So this is the first question, and you can choose the answer. The answers are here. Maybe answer 1, answer 2, answer 3. So you can see how it works. You realize you cannot choose more multiple answers on the same row, for example. So this is very important then, to know exactly how your form works. And if the formula is not exactly working the way you intended it to work, then you can go back here, change it, and click on preview again. Okay. Yeah, this was the one. This is with the checkboxes. You can choose multiple answers. That's basically the main difference between those one and those there. Then put the date, put your birth date, the time, put some time, whatever, AM, PM. First name, this is short answer. How much can you write actually in this short answer? Okay, seems to be quite long. Well, I'm not sure it's gonna actually save all those characters, but this is what you have for short answers. And for long text, we actually have a lot of. We actually do the same here. No, here you can't. You can just write on one line by short answers. But here by how was it called exactly? It was called paragraph. Yeah, for paragraph you can actually actually write the paragraph as it's supposed to be. Um, and then what happens is you can submit those answers. For example, you can just click on submit. Okay, and then it's gonna tell you your response has been recorded. Okay, let's go back to the form. Now we see that we have a response. Okay, let's go and look for those responses. This is where we see the answers. Only one person answer. You can have some kind of summary. You can see what are the results for question one, question two, and stuff. This is some kind of summary. I'm not gonna go. We're gonna go deeper into those points later, but this is just for you to already be able to manage those options to create your form and deal with the responses. The different question you can actually see them there. Settings are not really important right now. So now that you have your answers, you want to extract them in a Excel file, for example. So you're gonna come here and say create spreadsheet. You click on it, and it's gonna create a file for that. You can select an existing spreadsheet, or you can create a new one. So I'm just gonna create a new one here, and you can give it the name. I'm just gonna call it um, tutorial Google form responses in brackets. Yeah, it's pretty okay. Create. Now here's our spreadsheet. This is when the question the person answered, the name is not mentioned, but we can ask people to actually put the name stuff, and we can also choose the order how those information here are going to be displayed in the spreadsheet. You can export this spreadsheet in Excel. You come here to edit, file, download, and you can download it into the Excel format, Microsoft Excel, if you want, or in PDF or whatever. Okay, or you can directly work with it here. So here are the different questions. What is 1 plus 1? The answer as shows. Question 2, option 1, option 3. What is your field of study? I didn't pick any. Upload your CV. I didn't upload any file and stuff like that. But this is just for you to know where the answer goes in a spreadsheet. Good. That was one aspect of it. Um, as I said, I had the possibility here not to answer some questions. This is because I didn't set any question here to be mandatory. I could set this question, for example, to be mandatory. What is your field of study? Let's say we want to have the field of study. We want it to be mandatory. So we just activate it here. Let's click on the preview and see how it looks like. Now, the field of study, you see, now the field of study is mandatory. Let's say I don't choose anything. I don't choose any field of study and I want to submit. Then it tells me, no, this question here is required. This is a required question. You need to put your field of study for you to be able to send the form to submit. Let's go back. Now we have two answers. Two people answered. Okay. So if you want everyone to answer all the questions, to put every question mandatory, you just set all the questions to be mandatory. This is your choice. You're basically free how you want to do it. So this is one part. Now, what is missing? We still need to give people access to this form. How are you gonna send this formula to people? You need to send them a link. How do we do that? We go here to send, and we have the possibility to send this formula to people to enter their emails here. This is one possibility, or you can just generate a link. This is the link for this formula, and we can shorten it. We just click on shorten the URL, and then we get a shorter version for the link. You can just copy it. So now you have the link. You can put it on your web page or whatever, or you can just send it to people directly. So let's say that we send it to some people. They take the link, they put it in the browser, okay, and what happens? They come exactly here to the form, okay, and they can answer it, choose whatever, upload the CV if they have to. Very bad. No, it was okay. Put some answers there. Put whatever date they want. Doesn't matter. Put it some Okay, that's a pretty strange session. Me, it doesn't matter what I'm writing here, okay? It doesn't really matter. 10 a.m. Sounds pretty good. What's your first name? No need for any first name and submit the form. Okay, so they can do that. And you come here, you see now you have three answers. You can go back to your spreadsheet and see the different answers. This is the answer from the first person, the answer for the second, the answer for the third. We can also add some restriction, like someone can only fill the form once and stuff like that. Those are some details I'm going to show you later. But now I just want to give you a different um, overlook, a different comprehension of how it works. Okay, so this is your form. And where is that file actually? Where is this form located? You remember we had a folder and we created in the folder. This is our form. So you can come back here anytime you want. You go back to Drive and you come into this folder and you have your form and you can just double click on it. The form is gonna get opened and you can modify if you want. But when you're gonna modify, then maybe the way the answers are gonna be um, disposed in the spreadsheet might change. So you might want to watch out how you deal with that. I'm gonna give you more information, more detailed information about these forms. And this is your spreadsheet. You can also see it in the Drive where the answers are collected. So that was it. I hope with the third video wasn't going too much into details, but it was going through a lot of different information for you to be able to create your own Google form. So now you're actually able to create your own Google form. You can modify it. Right now, it doesn't look good at all. We're gonna modify it in the next videos, but you can check at any time how it actually looks like. Okay, see you in the next videos then.